explain it better. I wish it wasn't true.
G'day guys, my name's Dave and welcome to another Guitar Zero Hero song tutorial. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. Now for the basics of this song, you'll just need a guitar in standard tuning and you won't need a capo. If you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you want to improve on your guitar in general, then sign up to Guitar Zero to Hero Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. Let's jump into the lesson. Okay, so let's start with intro. Now, for the first half of this song, I will be just using my thumb to sort of strum the chords, but you can also use a guitar pick as well if you wanted to. It's sort of up to you and what sort of vibe you're going for. Now, our first chord is a G, but we're going to play it like this. So, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string and pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And ideally, just keep that 5th string muted by lying your ring finger across it as you're fretting that 3rd fret of the 6th string. So that's our G, and we're going to strum this with a down, down, up, up, down, up. So the G. Now on that last up strum, I actually do like to lift my pinky finger because then that helps us transition to the next chord, which is a G7. So we'll just put our index finger on the 1st fret of the 1st string, and that's G7. We just strum that and hold it out. So that's it for the intro, which sounds like this. Now, if that G and G7 is a little too difficult for you, you can just play a regular G and just go down, down, up, down, up, down. That's just an easier way of doing it. Next we get to the chorus and there's 2 lines of chords here. We're starting with a C chord. And we're going to be strumming this with a down, down, up, or a 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then we go to an E7, which is the same as an E major chord, but we're lifting our ring finger. So that's E7. Then we go to A minor 7. We just shift this shape down 1 string, and we're strumming from the 5th string onwards. So that's A minor 7. And then we have a D minor 7. So bar our index finger across the 1st frets of the 1st and 2nd string, and middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And we strum from the 4th string onwards. And then we end with a G7. So that C is played for 2 strumming patterns, the E7 for 2 strumming patterns, A minor 7 for 2 strumming patterns, D minor 7 for 1 strumming pattern, and the G7 is played for a shorter strumming pattern, which is just down, down, up. Now ideally, if you can, with this strumming pattern, the first down strum, just try to focus on the bass note of whatever chord you're playing. So for the C, that's going to be the 5th string. For the E7, that's going to be the 6th. For the A minor 7, that will be the 5th string. For the D minor 7, that will be the 4th string. Next we get to our break, and now we're going to play a C/G chord like this. So it's the same as a G, but we're going to move your ring finger up to the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and pinky finger comes onto the 3rd fret of the 5th string. Now down below in the chords, what I've got is a C and a C/G, but we're just going to be fretting the C/G the whole time. Now the reason why for this is because we're going to be alternating our bass note. Now our strumming pattern for this break is just a down, down, up. So it's really short. But the first time we play it, we just want to focus on the C bass note. So down, down, up. And then for the next time we play it, we want to focus on the G note, hence the C/G chord. So down, down, up, down, down, up. And we do that twice. Now, of course, if that is too hard, then don't worry about focusing on that bass note and alternating it. Just play the C chord again and again. Next, we get to the verse, and there's 4 lines of chords here. So we're going to continue on with that C/G, and we're going to continue on alternating between the C to the C/G bass note. So we'll do that for our first line of chords. and then we'll go to an E7 chord. Now we're going to do the exact same thing. We'll start by focusing on the 5th string as our bass note, so that's the B note, and then the second time round we'll focus on the open 6th string. So the second line of chords. For the third line of chords, we'll move to an A minor chord, and we're going to do the exact same thing, but alternate between the open A to the open E. So and then we'll go to an F minor chord. Now the way I like to play this is by barring my index finger across the 1st fret of the 3rd and 2nd string, ring and pinky on the 3rd frets of the 5th and 4th string, and thumb over the top to hit the 1st fret of the 6th string. If you can't get that thumb though, then just focus on those middle 4 strings and that's okay as well. We're just going to be strumming this F minor with the strumming pattern that we had in the chorus, so the down, down, up, down, up. And we hold that out for the next bar as well. So that's it for the verse, which sounds like this. Now, the second time around we play that verse, that F minor is actually played for 2 strumming patterns, not just once and held out. So we play that twice. And that's it for verse number 1. Next we get to the pre-chorus, which is 3 lines of chords. We then go to an E major chord. We're playing this for that long strumming pattern. So down, down, up, down, up. And then for the next line of chords, we go to an A minor. Now we're going to go to that short strumming pattern now, which is just the down, down, up. So we play that once here. And then we're going to go to an A minor 7/G sharp. So this is a bit tricky, but lift your ring finger and your pinky finger will come onto the 3rd fret of the 6th string. And try to keep that 5th string muted as well. Now, if that is too hard for you, then just play the A minor twice instead of going to this A minor 7/G sharp. But after that, we then go to an A minor 7/G, so that's a little bit easier. So it's the A minor 7 shape, but you put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. Then we go to a D/F sharp shape. So you can either play it like this with your thumb reaching over the top and a D chord underneath, or use your index and middle finger for the 2nd frets of the 6th and 3rd strings. So what we're going to do is you're going to pluck that bass note on the 3 beat, and then on the next 1 beat you'll strum the rest of the chord and hold it out for 7 beats. Alright, that might sound a little tricky, but basically 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and then we go into our 3rd line of chords. So the 2nd line of chords in total. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and then for the final line of chords we go to a D minor 7 for 1 long strumming pattern, and then we end on our G. You can either play a G or a G7 here, up to you, and hold that out. So in total for the pre-chorus. Then after that we have break number 2, which is similar to break number 1 with a little bit of a difference. So the second time around we go to the C/G. We're just going to strum it once. We're not actually going to play the strumming pattern here. So we'll just strum it once and then we'll play a C/2/G. So lift your middle finger and that's it for the end of this. But everything else is the same as break number 1. So and that's it for break 2. Now we move on to break number 3, and at this point there's a change in the time signature. So we're no longer in 4/4, we're now playing in 6/8. So that means our timing goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have one line of chords here. We're going to play a C major, then we'll go to an E minor, then an A minor, then an F. So I like to play my F like this. So ring and pinky on the 3rd frets of the 5th and 4th string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd, index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and ideally thumb reaching over the top. But if you can't get that, then that's okay. Just focus on the middle 4 strings. And then we go to F minor. So the first 3 chords are just 6 down strums at those 8th notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now for the final bar, when we go to our F to F minor, they're both going to share one strumming pattern. So just 3 strums on each chord there. So the break number 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Alright, next we move on to verse number 2, which is also verse number 4 as well. And we're just going to be playing power chords here. So this is where the acoustic guitar kind of cuts out and it goes to an electric guitar, but I'm just going to teach you on the acoustic guitar. So we're playing a C5 power chord here. So index on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, ring and pinky on the 5th frets of the 4th and 3rd strings. We'll just be strumming this with that same strumming pattern, so 6 down strums, but we will be palm muting here. So take the fleshy bit of your palm and rest it lightly on the edge of the bridge. And now I'm going to use the side of my index fingernail to strum across the strings, so you get that crisper sound as opposed to your thumb, which is a bit more dull. So that will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, don't palm mute too far in or nothing will ring out. It needs to be right on the edge of the bridge. We'll do that, and then an E5 power chord. So it's just the top 3 notes of a E minor chord. And then A5, so we'll just shift our 2 fingers down 1 string and strum the 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings. And then an F power chord, which is the same as an F bar chord, but we're just focusing on the top 3 strings. So verse number 2 and verse number 4. Now verse number 3 and the outro is basically the same as break number 2, except instead of an E minor, I think an E major sounds better here. So it's just... And that just gets repeated again and again for verse 3 and also the outro. And those are all the parts you need to learn for this song. So now I'll be doing a full playthrough of the song, and I'll have a fellow YouTuber, Charlotte June, lending her beautiful vocals to this playthrough. If you want to check out her cover of this song, I'll leave a link to that in the description below. Feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go.
When I am away from you, I'm happier than ever. Wish I could explain it better. I wish it wasn't true. Give me a day or two to think of something clever, to write myself a letter, to tell me what to do. Do you read my interviews, or do you skip my avenue when you said that you were passing through? Was I even on your way? I knew when I asked you to be cool about what I was telling you. You do the opposite of what you said you'd do, and I'd end up more afraid. Don't say wish it wasn't true. You call me again, drunk in your Benz, driving home under the influence. You scare me to death, but I'm wasting my breath, 'cause you only listen to your fucking friends. I don't relate to you. I don't relate to you, no, 'cause I never treat me this shitty. You made me hate this city, and I don't talk shit about you on the internet. Never told anyone anything bad, 'cause that shit's embarrassing, and you were my everything, and all that you did was make me fucking sad. So don't waste the time I don't have. Don't try to make me feel bad. I could talk about every time that you showed up on time, but I'd have an empty line, 'cause you never did, never paid any mind to my mother or friends. So I shut them all out for you, 'cause I was a kid. You ruined everything good. Always said you were misunderstood. Made all my moments your own. Just fucking leave me
Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this lesson, then I know you'll absolutely love these other lessons too. So hit the link here. Or if you want to grab a copy of my free guitar ebook, then head over to guitarzerotohero.com or click the link here. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.